Okay, so we will start. We said 11 o'clock, so now it's 11. We will start the Unit 10. It's about international organizations. We will do an introduction to the unit and then vocabulary related to the unit. After this, we'll tackle adjective order. Great. So if the screen is clear, just send a message to say yes, so as I can proceed. So you say yes if the screen is clear. Okay. Hafsa, good morning. So, what do we mean by international organizations? Look, we have many international organizations, and I just choose these ones, like International Atomic Energy Agency, International Civil Aviation Organization, International Labour Organization, International Maritime Organization, International Telecommunication Union, UNESCO, UNICEF, Universal Postal Union, World Health Organization, World Meteorological Organization, UN Parliamentary Assembly, and World Food Programme. Now, if you take your student book, okay, let's open your student book. Fine. Exactly page 133. Look at these pictures you have. So look at the following emblems, that is, like logos of some international organizations. Can you name some of these organizations? For example, A is given. It is an organization founded in 1945 with the aim to intervene in conflicts between nations and thereby avoid war. So, do you know which international organization is? Just write. Yes, Good morning, Arsim. Good morning, Nawal. So I will proceed. Tell me, if you look at the following emblems on page 133 of the student's book, can you name these international organizations? Let's start with A. The information that is given is statement 6. Shows that this organization or this international organization was founded in 1945 with the aim to intervene in conflicts between nations and thereby avoid war. So what is the name of this organization? What is the name of this organization? Yes? So good morning, everybody. I'm just focusing on the explanation. I'm looking at the screen and I see who is here. Yes. Yes, do you hear me? I give you a question that is, can you name some of these organizations on page 133? Let's start with the first one. Yes. Yes, Arsim. What's the name of this international organization? Murad Buchaib, Nasima, Lubna, Zinab, Rizq, Behesh, Nawal, Hafsa, Ludari, Ardwan. So please, Gladi, Khawla. So look at page 133. So, yes. So the name of this international organization is United. Yes, go ahead, is United. Yes, United Nation. And this United Nations was founded in 1945 with the aim, that is with the goal, to intervene in conflicts between nations and thereby avoid war between countries. If you want to follow with me, you have a screen in front of you and then take your student's book. Yes? Fine. Okay. Take your student book, page 133, please. Waiting to get your answer. Name some of these organizations on page 133. So the first one, A, is United Nations. B, World Trade Organization. C, it's Food and Agriculture Organization. Picture D is named Red Cross or Red Crescent. Picture E is named UNICEF, that is United Nations International Children's Emergency. Yes, sorry. I will repeat. UNICEF means United Nations International Children's Emergencies Fund. F is named Islamic Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. G, the famous one, and we hear about this these days because of the coronavirus. This is the World Health Organization. Now, let's try to match each logo with the corresponding information. So I will give you time to think about this. So you look, for example, at the logo A. It's the United Nations, as I have said, and I can match it with the statement 6 that says this organization was founded in 1945 with the aim that means goal, to intervene in conflicts between nations and thereby avoid war. Now, as A is done, we move to B. Try to match picture B with the corresponding and the correct statement we have on page 133 of student's book. Yes. So let's move to 1. Or the first one. Okay. So B, it's the statement, the correct one, yes, it's 3. That shows or defines this organization. It is or it was established in 1995 in Marrakesh. This organization is a powerful new global commerce agency which transformed the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade (GATT) into an enforceable global commerce code. Let's move to C. So we match it with statement 5. This organization was founded in 1945 with the aim to fight against hunger. It helps developing countries and countries in transition modernize and improve agriculture, forestry, and fisheries practices and ensure good nutrition for all. That is all the world. We move to D. So we can match it to statement. Which one? So we said this is the red crescent. Yes. So what do you think the correct sentence to match with the red crescent? And then you look at UNICEF and you know that UNICEF is specialized in children. Anything that concerns children, helping children all over the world. And then for the ISISCO, that is the Islamic Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. And the last one is the WHO, which is the World Health Organization. Great. Now, what does it mean? International organizations or yes, please, do you hear me? So I will proceed. When I say international organization, I talk here about the governmental organizations and non-governmental organizations. That is, the abbreviation is NGO. NGO is the non-governmental organization. What does it mean? Sorry. These are foundations that work on a global scale. They provide assistance to solve problems such as wars, famine, international conflicts, epidemics, bilateral conflicts, social issues, economic issues. These organizations have several objectives. So I will repeat. NGOs or non-governmental organizations are foundations that work on a global scale. They provide assistance to solve problems like, for example, wars, famine, international conflicts, epidemics, bilateral conflicts, social issues, and economic issues. These organizations have several objectives. That means they have many goals. Great. Look now. The blue column includes abbreviations of some international organizations. Then the white column shows the names of these organizations, that is the complete name. The blue one is just abbreviations. The third column, the red one, I tried to translate it, okay? These names. Let's start with the blue one. United Nations, UN, okay? United Nations. Then look at the abbreviation of United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Fine. Then the third abbreviation means United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. The next abbreviation stands for United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Next abbreviation means World Health Organization. Then the FAO abbreviation means Food and Agriculture Organization. The following abbreviation stands for International Committee of the Red Cross, or we say Crescent. Then we have the abbreviation, or the following abbreviation means Transparency International, TI. Then the Amman City International, the following Greenpeace is Greenpeace. And the last one is the World Trade Organization. Fine. Great. So these are some of international organizations in the world, and these are NGOs, that is, they are non-governmental organizations. Let's explain again, what does it mean NGO? We have NGO, and when you see NGOs, that is the plural of NGO. We have one non-governmental organization, and when we have abbreviation like NGOs, that means plural, non-governmental organizations. Pay attention to this abbreviation because maybe you can get it in a text during your national back exam. Fine. So, NGO is a voluntary non-profit organization that operates or contributes to or participates in various projects on education or on training or other humanitarian, progressive, or watchdog activities. Great. I repeat, NGO is a voluntary non-profit organization that operates, contributes to, or participates in various projects on education, training, or other humanitarian, progressive, or watchdog activities. These NGOs usually collect donations for running programs for disadvantaged or distressed people. So the money they collect we call donations. So this NGO means non-profit organization. Good. Now, what do we mean by a governmental organization and non-governmental organization? Because we have two kinds of organizations. First, we talked about international organizations, and we said that we have non-governmental organizations and governmental organizations. Now we will look at the meaning of governmental organizations or governmental international organizations. First, the members are states. That is, if we find or we hear about governmental organizations, that means their members are states, countries. The statutes will be international agreements between these countries, and the organs is permanent. Of course, they will have a common goals. All the members or all the countries will have common goals. Then we have non-governmental NGO. What do we mean by non-governmental NGO? That means the members of these organizations are natural or legal persons, not countries. The statute is private law agreements, not international one. And they have also permanent organs, and they have also common goals of members, not common goals of countries. Now, these organizations or these international organizations have objectives. So, let's look at the objectives of these international organizations, and also I try to translate these objectives to make it easy for you. We start. The first one. Sorry. One of the main objectives of international organizations is to provide medical assistance. Provide medical assistance. Okay. Or we will say, and preserve the environment. So, preserving the environment is an objective of the international organizations. We can find also fighting epidemics as an objective. Combating corruption. Okay. Another objective, promoting peace and tolerance. Promoting peace and tolerance. Solving international conflicts. Okay. And then we have another objective, help victims of war or of natural disasters. Care for refugees. Provide humanitarian aid. Promote education and knowledge. Okay, I will repeat. These international organizations, they have different objectives. Okay, like providing medical assistance, preserving the environment, fighting epidemics, combating corruption, promoting peace and tolerance, solving international conflicts, help victims of war, or victims of natural disasters, care for refugees, or care for children. So they can care for refugees and also they can care for children, as UNICEF, for example. Provide humanitarian aid, promote education and knowledge. So you pay attention for this care for refugee is الاهتمام باللاجئين. Care for children, this because it's very easy. I did not translate it. It's الاهتمام بالأطفال. Provide humanitarian aid and promote education and knowledge. Good. Look at some of important vocabulary you can meet in this unit and try to repeat it with me. Okay? Governmental organization. Yes, very good. I have here, yes, sir. Spreading awareness. Yes. So you try to repeat the words after me. Governmental organization. Non-governmental organization. Common goals. Membership. Diplomatic relations. International responsibility. United Nations Charter. Security Council. General Assembly. Peace and security. Now, you will take page 134. You find the task C. What do the following acronyms stand for? Acronyms, these abbreviations, like we have FAO, Food and Agriculture Organizations. So please, you try to write on your student book now. Fine? So I will wait for you. So page 1. Do the exercise now. Do it on your student's book. Ludari, why do you laugh? We are not here to entertain. We are explaining the lesson and we are trying to work seriously. لوداري علاش هاد 134 وضحكتي حداه pourquoi ما تقولش لي دابا اوكي اشرح لي علاش ضحكتي لوداري ماشي علاش I am here عرفتك راه you are here هاد الميساج اللي صايفتي شناهي هاديك شناهي 134 انا طلبت فتحوا 134 وديروا ليكزارسيس وانت السي لوداري كاتب 134 وداير حدا هذاك الايموتيكون علاش مسكين اوكي غير بالغلط وهاد النوبه دوك الصبيعات عندك يعرفوا اشنو كيحطوا حيت شرحنا في الكلاس دابا اوكي وراه ساهل عليا باش نضغط على الاسم ديالك ياك وندير لك ريموف go ahead so do the exercise and we try to correct it اللي سالوا من التمرين for example number 2 اللي سالا غادي يكتب هنا الجواب ديال number 2 ارسلو اون فوا يوصلني لجواب واحد صافي غادي ندوزو للثاني
I have a dream of what I wanna be. I wanna be free. That's what my heart keeps telling me. Give me your hand.
You find a way.
There's people wanted
To feel the same.
if we help each other. I just know we
Okay, it was a problem of the internet connection. Try to reconnect.
Every boy and girl come together and share dreams. Be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny, and we are unity.
So let's start correction.
We
You
are
can send the answers here.
I do believe, oh I believe in destiny. It's up to me to make it into reality. We'll find a way.
So the second statement.
I just know we can succeed.
We are one, we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl come together and share dreams. Be among the stars, and we know that it's destiny. We are unity. No matter where you come or who you are, we can find common friends to believe that we are We are one, we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same ocean. We are one.
Okay. So let's proceed. Okay. So okay, let's start the correction of the task C. Yeah. Number 2, this acronym, it stands for which organization? Nasima. Number 2, which organization does it stand for this acronyms? Yes. It took a long time to do this exercise, and now we should correct it. Yes. Try to do it quickly, please. So, for example, UN, that is the United Nations, and then UNICEF stands for United Nations International Children's Emergency Funds. The WHO stands for the World Health Organization, and the last one stands for the World Trade Organization. Let's correct your mistakes. Yes, Twitter, its OPEC is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. Very good. So we have finished now this exercise. So now would you please tell me, according to you, in your opinion, which of the above organizations has most important intervention in world events, and justify your choice. Okay, so now that you know some of these international organizations, which of them has most important intervention in world events, according to you, in your opinion? And then you justify your choice. Why did you choose it? Or do you choose it? Which of the following, or of the international organizations do you think has most important the most important intervention in world events? According to you, in your opinion? I think its Security Council is the organization that seeks to prevent wars and conflicts. Yes. This is a part of United Nations. So we said United Nations Security Council. Yes, really, it has primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. And this, they vote under the Charter of the United Nations, and all members are states. So, United Nations Security Council. Okay, so ESR said that it's United Nations Security Council because they prevent wars and conflicts. Arsim, you say UNICEF. Why UNICEF? Ludari, you said UNICEF. Why? Give me a reason why you choose this. Okay. Great. So it's over for the first lesson. We will move now to vocabulary, but before I will give you a break. Okay? So 5 minutes break. Good.
I have a dream of what I wanna be. I wanna be free. That's what my heart keeps telling me. Give me a heart.
We find a way
There's no doubt.
to feel the same.
Help each other. I just know we can succeed. We are one. We are
jealous and can each other. I just know we can succeed.
We are one, but we are different. We're from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be among the stars, and we know that it's destiny. We are unity. No matter where you from and who you are, we can find common threads to be that we are We are one, we are different. We're from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same ocean. We are one, we are different. We're from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same ocean. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. Be among the stars, and we know that it's destiny. We are unity.
So now we will move to our second lesson. It's about vocabulary, adjectives, order. So are you here? Yes? Okay, so let's start. When more than one adjective comes before a noun, the adjectives are normally in a particular order. We mean here adjectives which describe opinions or attitudes. Examples like she was wearing an amazing red coat. We cannot say she was wearing a red amazing coat. No. So as I said, I will repeat for those who just joined the live. In this lesson, we'll tackle adjectives. And we will talk about orders of these adjectives, which will come first and which will come the second, as in some sentences, we can have more than one adjective. Like when we say, she was wearing an amazing red coat. Here I have two adjectives, amazing and red. So, shall I say, she was wearing a red amazing coat, or she was wearing an amazing red coat? So, she was wearing an amazing red coat is the good answer. Because when more than one adjective comes before a noun, the adjectives are normally in a particular order, especially adjectives which describe opinions or attitudes. So like here, we make the amazing word adjective before the one that describes the color. Look here. The most usual sequence of adjectives is the most usual sequence of adjectives is the one relating to opinion, like for example, unusual, lovely, beautiful. Okay. So I try only to hide a message because this person, I don't know him, and any time when I start a live, he is coming to send messages. So I try to delete him or make him out. Fine, let's proceed. We say that the most usual sequence of adjectives is the ones relating to opinion, like unusual, lovely, beautiful, or the one relating to size, like the adjective big, small, tall. The adjectives related to physical quality, when we describe someone being thin, rough, untidy, for example. The adjectives relating to shape, round, square, rectangular. And then the adjectives related to age when we describe someone with young or old. And we have other adjectives that describes or relates to age. And then we have adjectives related to color, like the adjective blue, red, pink, and so on. Again, adjectives related to origin. When we say this person is Dutch, this one is Japanese, this one is Turkish. Again, the adjectives related to material, like metal. For example, we have an item, and we say this is made by metal. It's a metal, for example, let's say a metal box, or a wood door, or a plastic bag, for example. The adjectives related to type, like general purpose, four-sided, U-shaped. These are adjectives that we use them when we want to describe the type. Then we have adjectives related to purpose, like we describe something being clean, say cleaning, hammering, cooking. Great. So if you have any question, you can ask me to make things more clear. Okay, let's proceed. We have examples. It was made of a strange green metallic material. It's a long, narrow plastic brush. Panettone is a rounded Italian, panettone is a round Italian bread like Christmas cake. So look here. Let's take the first sentence. We have numbers. That means it refers to the numbers we have in the order. Look here. Number 1, order 1, that means opinion. And if we move here, strange, this is an adjective related to opinion. That is, I put number 1. The adjective order is 1. Go back to 6. 6 is color. So here I have green. So we have opinion, then green. And then metallic, it's for 8, material. So I make order, opinion, color, material. Strange opinion, green color, metallic, material. So this is the order I have to use. So I say it was made of a strange green metallic material. Let's now move to the second example. It's a long, narrow plastic brush. Let's see. It's a long. We have it. Yes. For the size. And then number 4, shape, narrow, shape. And then we have plastic, that is material. Look, material. 8. So we say it's long, narrow, plastic. Size, shape, material. The third one, panettone is a round Italian bread like Christmas cake. We say we have shape, the first adjective related to shape, and then we have that one related to origin, and then bread-like, that is the 9th one, that is the type. Fine. So we have shape, origin, type, and we saw panettone is a round Italian bread-like Christmas cake. Excellent. Now, as I said, sometimes we have more than one adjective, and these adjectives can occur after verb. We have more than one adjective occurs after a verb, such as be when I have be as a linking verb. Look, home was always a warm, welcoming place. Now it is sad, dark, and cold. So the second last adjective is normally connected to the last adjective by and. Look here. When I have, to make it more clear, home was always a warm, welcoming place. We have only two adjectives. We say warm, welcoming place. When we have more, we say now it is sad, dark, and cold. So try to use like this order when you write, okay? During your writing, when you want to describe and use more than one adjective, pay attention to this punctuation, and look, you say it is sad, dark. For the third one, you put the linking word and, cold. Fine. We often have two adjectives in front of a noun, like a handsome young man, a big black car, that horrible big dog. So handsome and young are adjectives, big adjective, black adjective, horrible adjective, big adjective. Some adjectives give a general opinion. We can use these adjectives to describe almost any noun, like we have good, strange, beautiful, awful, nice, brilliant, excellent, important, wonderful, nasty, bad, lovely. By the way, you should memorize these adjectives so as you can use them during your writing, or when you memorize and know the meaning of each adjective. This will help you to understand text, so that is a reading text, and then you can pronounce or communicate. You can communicate easily when you have many adjectives. We usually put a general opinion in front of a specific opinion. For example, soap. I have a soap. My opinion about this soap is that it is nice and then it's tasty. When I want to write my sentence, I usually put the general opinion that is nice front of specific opinion that is tasty. So I say a nice tasty soap. Fine. Again, with the example, nasty, uncomfortable, armchair. The general opinion is used through the adjective nasty, and the specific opinion is uncomfortable. We use it in the second order. That is number one, nasty. The second is uncomfortable. Good. We usually put an opinion adjective in front of a descriptive adjective. We have here nice, it's opinion adjective, red, descriptive adjective. So when I want to make my sentence, I put the adjective related to opinion before the one that describe this thing I want to show in my sentence. Like here, a nice red dress, or a silly old man. Again here, silly, it's opinion, old, description. So I put the opinion before the description. Those horrible yellow curtains. My opinion towards these curtains is that they are horrible. And the right description of these curtains is that color yellow. When I want to use these two adjectives, I put the adjective related to opinion the first, and then the ones related to description the second. And I get those horrible yellow curtains. Now, let's practice. I will let you do this example. We have choose the correct order of adjectives. A black new car or a new black car. An interesting old or an old interesting book. Delicious French or French delicious food. An old silly or a silly old cat. An American big red or a big red American. Beautiful red shoes or red beautiful shoes. A Japanese tall girl or a tall Japanese girl. A chocolate delicious round or a delicious round chocolates. So you do the first one and send the message to me. Yes, waiting for you. The first one. A new black car. Yes, Lubna, Nasima. Good. Now the second one. An interesting old book or an old interesting book. waiting for. Yes, so Ludari, an old interesting book. Yes, an old interesting book. So we have old, an interesting old book, or an old interesting book. The better one is an interesting old book, not an old interesting book. An interesting old book. Great. We move to the third one, delicious. Look, an interesting old book. I don't want to show you the whole answers. Yes, a delicious French food. Now the fourth one. Yes, a silly old cat. Great. The fifth sentence. waiting for this immense weather and Doha Gladi. I received your answer. Now we move to the fifth one. An American big red car. The sixth one. Yeah, the sixth one, beautiful red shoes or red beautiful shoes. Beautiful red shoes. Lubna, Lodari, beautiful red shoes. Now, 7. A Japanese tall girl or a tall Japanese girl. Waiting for your answer. Yes. Japanese girl, a tall Japanese girl, Lubna. Nasima, tall Japanese girl. And then Japanese tall girl. Okay, keep your answer. We will see. Yes. Now, the last one. A chocolate delicious round or a delicious round chocolate. a delicious round chocolate. Lubna said. Rodari, you say a delicious. A delicious what? What is the other part of the sentence? Immense visual, a delicious round chocolate. Hafsa. A delicious round chocolate. Delicious round chocolate. Now, let's correct your mistakes. A new black car. An interesting old book. Delicious French food. Silly old cat. A big red American truck. Beautiful red shoes. A tall Japanese girl. A delicious round chocolate cake. And we haven't done this, some great big oranges and a new electronic guitar. So for these three sentences, like a big red American truck, some great big oranges, and a new electronic guitar, this to get more information and more examples. Now, I will say thank you for you and say goodbye. وكيف ما كتشوفوا نتوما حاضرين معايا راه كاين اللي كيخلي حتى كيتحط الفيديو في يوتيوب عاد كيمشي يطلع عليه، وحتى ديك الطله اللي كيطلع عليه ما كيكملش كيشوفش. المهم هاد الدروس هادو راهما دروس رسميين، لانكم عرفتوا بان الوزاره عطات الانطلاقه ديال هذه العمليه كل استاذ على حسب الطريقه ديالو. المهم هو ان الدرس عندك. الناس اللي ما كيدخلوش دابا راني عندي 6 ديال الاقسام داخلين منهم 10 11 ماكسيموم 20 في 6 ديال الاقسام ديال البكالوريا. يعني راه هذا مشكل كبير بالنسبه لهم. الانسان كيبقى فايق الليل كامل، كيجي حتى الاخر ديال يعني كيجي حتى ل6 د العشيه ولا ل8 عاد كيفطر، وعاد كيبغي يقلب واش كاين الاساتذه خدامين ولا لا، عاد كيمشي يدخل لايف ملي كندخل ليه هو فات ماشي بحال هكا تجاوبني نجاوبك، كيكون شويه ديال التفاعل كتفهموا. المشكل هو ان مني كيولي الانسان متغيب على هذا اللايف حتى يسالي ويمشي ليه مسجل، راه ثقوا بيا ما كيفهم حتى حاجه. واللي غنزيد نوضح لهاد الناس اللي هما حتى لاخر لحظه وغيجيو يطلعوا على هذا اللايف، هذاك الاتصالات اللي كيبقى الانسان كيجي وكيبقى يتصل ويقول لي يا استاذه عافاك اشنو درتو، انا راه ماشي باش غنسولك اشنو نجاوبك اشنو درت، كلشي راه عندك هنا. انا الا كنت غنجاوبك على شي توضيح، شي حاجه دخلتي وما فهمتيهاش، وملي غنشوفك كتسولني على شي حاجه ما فهمتيهاش بسبب غيابك انت، فانت غتحمل المسؤوليه. البارح كتبت لي سميتو كنتذكر البنت اللي كتبت لي ليسيف بايديها وصوراته ما كيتشافش، يعني انا ما قادراش نشوفه. مني جيت نصحح ليها داكشي ما باينش ما واضحش، وانا درت ليها علامه ديال ممنوع، قالت لي شنو هادشي، ومعاش اتصلت بيا حتى الوحده ديال الصباح. دونك هاد الاتصال مع الوحده الصباح ما كاين مشكل نقولوا، ولكن علاش غنتصل وغنعطي واحد الحاجه اللي هي ماشي في الاتفاق ديالنا. انا قلت كتبوه في الوورد وصيفطوه ليا وفيه الاسم ديالكم، وديجا تلاميذ الله يرضي عليهم اللي كيسمعوا الهضره صيفطوا ليا الخدمه ديالهم وصححتها لهم وعطيتهم ملاحظاتي. والناس اللي هما ما باغينش يخدموا راه هذاك الشيء كله عليه لي نوت. في الاخر ملي غنمشيو للقسم خاصك انشطه، نقطه الانشطه فين هي نقطه الانشطه وانا ما شفتكش من نهار خرجتي عطله. بالنسبه لي انت راك عطله، انت راك عطله، دير عطله لراسك. الوزاره ما دايراش عطله وانت داير عطله لراسك. دابا الان راه حنا ماشي في عطله، حنا خاصنا نخدموا وانتم خاصكم تخدموا. شنو فايدة الأستاذ جالس دير بريباراسيون، كنبقاو كنتوما بالبريباراسيون حتى ل4 الصباح ونعاود ثاني نفيق معكم باش نعاود نشرح لكم، في الآخر جايين 20. هذا راه سي با فيزابل وهذه ماشي خدمة. ولكن راه كنقولها من هنا وأنا مسجلاها وحاطاها ويسمعها أي واحد دخل عندي لهذا اللايف. أتحملوا مسؤوليتكم في نقاط الأنشطة. راه ماشي معقول أنك ما تجيش ما تحضرش وفي الآخر غتحط لك نقطة الأنشطة باش نكونوا منطقيين. راك تلميذ واجب عليك أنك تجي تحضر كيف ما كنتي كتحضر في لاكلاس. ما تبقاوش تقولوا راه الغياب ما كاينش، راه الإدارة متابعة معنا الحضور ديالكم، وأي درس كيدوز إلا وكان لونسي شكون هما الناس اللي كانوا عندي. فما تاخذوش هذه المسألة بأنها راه هي غير زايدة ناقصة، يعني وقت ما جيت نطول ماشي مشكل. وهاد الدروس كلهم يتكتبوا، لي زيكزارسيس اللي كاينين هنا في هاد لي بريزونطاسيون كاع اللي دازو كيتكتبوا، وراني قلتها لشحال من تلميذ وتلميذة وراهما غاديين ملتزمين. لي زيكزارسيس يتكتبوا، الدروس يتكتبوا. الله يرضي عليكم. ماشي دايرين حنا هاد الشيء باش نشوفوا ونتفرجوا فيه بحال التلفازه وصافي ويمشي. والامتحان راه في وقته، راه حتى واحد ما يضحك لكم على عقلكم ويقول لكم راه ما كاينش البكالوريا ولا كاينه سنه بيضاء. راه كنعاود نكرر دائما في الفيديوهات عندي بان ما كاينه سنه بيضاء وان الامتحان غيدوز في وقته. والمذكرات راهم خرجوا وزاريه وراه توصلوا لهم الادارات، توصلوا لهم الاساتذه. اذا باش ننهي هذا اللايف غنقول لكم بسلامه، ونتمنى ان صوتي يوصل للتلامذ اللي راهم كيتفلاو وما دايرينش عقلهم مع القرايه، وهذا الشيء راه خطر. التصرف ديالهم بحال هكا خطر. يلا have a nice day and tomorrow I will meet you إن شاء الله مع 12 باش نديرو الكوميونيكيشن ونعملو reading. Goodbye.